Breaking news, Nigerians. Aisha Buhari to face persecution for ordering arrests. Assault of Nigerian students over tweet. Police Service Commissioner Najatu. At least it's high time we define this. This is getting too much. This APC administration, they are taking us back. Honestly speaking, are we even in democracy government? Tweet 9 person they vex like this. If Nigerians open mouth, they tell una wetin una don't do us, wetin una don't do us for this country, you go fit bear am. So many persons have lost their lives, and you people are there thinking that all is normal. Nigerians are going through a lot. I remember during Goodluck Jonathan's regime, the wife was most criticized among all the first ladies in Nigeria, now and before. You understand? This man had never one day take action or say this person said this against me and all that. This man, comedians was using her, for jokes. And just like that, this government, they disobey court order. This government, in fact, let me not just go there. Nigerians, be wise. APC cannot happen to us twice. I'm not trying to preach anybody, but that is the truth. Why? Because we have suffered a lot in the hands of this administration. Enough is enough of this. Okay, guys, let's quickly hit the news and get the full details. But before then, if you are here for the first time, please kindly subscribe to this channel and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you for always stopping by. Aisha Buhari to face persecution for ordering arrest. Assault of Nigerian student over tweet. Police Service Commissioner Najatu. Sahara Reporters earlier reported that policemen acting on the orders of the aide-de-camp to Mrs. Aisha Buhari, Usman Shagaba, arrested the 23-year-old student for tweeting that the wife of president was feeding fat on poor people's money. Najatu Mohammed, a commissioner in the Police Service Commission (PSC), has called for the prosecution of Nigeria's First Lady Aisha Buhari for beating up and ordering the detention of a final year student of Federal University Dutsi Aminu Mohammed, as well as former social media aide Zainat Kazim. Sahara Reporters earlier reported that policemen acting on the orders of the aide-de-camp to Mrs. Aisha Buhari, Usman Shagaba, arrested the 23-year-old student for tweeting that the wife of president was feeding fat on poor people's money. The tweet, which was posted in Hausa, reads, "Mama has eaten poor people's money and is now full." However, on November 8, 23-year-old Mohammed was picked up by security operatives on campus and was reportedly beaten up following his arrest around noon. Mrs. Kazim, on her part, was arrested and beaten into coma for allegedly leaking secrets. But reacting to the development in interview with Daily Nigeria, Mrs. Mohammed slammed the president's wife for taking the law into her own hands, calling on security operatives to arrest and prosecute her. Okay, Mr. Mohammed, I beg your pardon, slammed the president's wife for taking the law into her hands, calling on security operatives to arrest and prosecute her. He stated that Mrs. Buhari's action must be condemned by all Nigerians, adding that she had taken the law into her hands. She does not have the right to do that. In fact, she should be prosecuted for doing just that. She has taken the law into her hands. She has taken the place and the responsibilities of the commander-in-chief. I think Nigerians should rise up and say no to this. We will no longer accept this time. Buhari left a vacuum in leadership That is why all manner of people grabbed it. The same woman who said Mama Daura had taken over her husband's government has now become a tyrant. It is apparent she did not make that statement for God and the country, but as selfish interests, she said. The rights activists also record how Mrs. Buhari tortured and ordered the detention of her former aide-de-camp for allegedly defrauding people in 2018. The PSC commissioner wondered why the president's wife and the security agencies had not been able to tame the growing insecurity in the country with the same vigor used in taming perceived critics. I want to ask our security men, why haven't they been able to track down bandits and killers all over the country? Nigeria has become a killing machine. Women are being raped every single day, and their husbands are being killed. Millions have been made orphans. I have never known a time when Mrs. Buhari even sympathized with these people, let alone get the bandits or culprits tracked down and taken to prison or even persecuted. We have never heard that. She has become egocentric. She has become the law in herself because of the irresponsibility of Nigerians who have allowed this to happen. This is our country. We have permanent rights over our leaders. We do not vote for Aisha Buhari or any of these hangers on around Buhari. We voted for Buhari and the same peasants, artisans, students, and general people of this country that voted for Buhari are now getting the exact opposite of what they hoped for. Aisha Buhari must be called to order. We will no longer accept this, or where many Nigerians and civil rights organizations, we must stand up and say no to this tyranny. As a public figure, you should expect criticism. If you can't take the heat, then leave the kitchen. In fact, you are not even a leader. Aisha Buhari, in any sense of the word, you are so petty for condescending this low. And it's such a shame that you are allowed to do it by your husband, who has failed to take up his responsibility. Well, we are Nigerians, and we are saying no to this tyranny. Enough is enough. Aminu must be set free. You had him adopted on the way from Jigawa. You flown to Abuja on taxpayers' money, and you had the strength to even beat him yourself. No wonder you sprained your leg, Mrs. Mohammed added. I'm dropping it, guys. Kindly share your thoughts below the comment section.